Commander, I see you have purchased the necessary party supplies. When you are ready, you can send invitations from your private terminal. What sort of party are you hoping to have tonight, Commander? I could set things up for quiet conversation, or would you prefer a more energetic evening?
Let's keep things relaxed.
Certainly, Commander. I'll ensure music remains at an appropriate volume and arrange for some refreshments. I will also modify my appearance to be more festive.
Hey, come on in. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for the invite.
Make yourselves at home.
Thank you.
Happy to be here, Shepard.
Hope that wasn't a threat.
Nice ink. But you got a long way to go to catch up.
Nah, I just got this when I lost my squad a few years ago. Hey, what's the story behind that? And how far down does it go?
Tactful, as always.
What? I'm just wondering. I like tattoos.
I can't get over the size of this apartment. The electric bill alone could have paid for my college tuition.
Or funded the war.
Or made a nice down payment on one of those Atlas mechs. Always wanted one.
Or put an air conditioner in this suit. You have no idea how hot it gets.
Or purchase the time machine so I may escape all these primitives.
Don't get me wrong. I'd follow Shepard to the ends of the galaxy.
You already did.
But Cerberus? Too much bad blood for me to ever trust any of them. Ever.
I'm with you on that.
So, Liara, is this the T'Soni Shepard love nest? I hope we aren't interrupting anything you two might have been planning.
Whatever the species, males never change, do they?
Did you know female Protheans could engage in foreplay using only their eyes? Males could not resist.
And I had such high hopes for your kind.
Are you serious? I can feel myself relaxing already.
Me too. Oh, yeah.
That's great. Exactly what we need. Am I right?
No, it's great, but if I go into a coma, stick a fork in me.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll try some.
It's delicious. Try some.
Shepard?
Hey, Shepard. You gonna have a drink?
Sure. How's everyone doing?
Great so far. This is really nice.
It's great. Quiet.
After the excitement of the mission, it's a good quiet, right?
But if it got a little crazier, I'd be okay with that.
Now you I like.
Relax, the night is young. I like it like this.
You got it, boss. I'm just happy to be kicking back.
Hey, James. Having fun?
I'm relaxed, but fun? I think my kindergarten graduation was more fun than this.
Very funny.
Don't worry, I'll see what I can do. You know if that waterfall is warm water or cold?
Well, I finally got to come to the Citadel with everyone too.
Trainer, do people ever have a hard time understanding your accent?
I wish they did. Something about an English accent says, I'm available, please hit on me, even when I'm not on Earth.
When I was an archaeology student, I found galactic dialects to be fascinating. All of the phonetic variants.
It's the last thing we should talk about at a party.
So, Shepard, keeping the hard liquor under lock and key?
Otherwise, I'd have to drive you all home.
Are we sure the Normandy is still there? Has anyone else tried to steal it?
Stealing the Normandy. Now there's an idea.
Wait. What? Who?
I see you, Primitive. Which of us has 4 eyes?
Trainer, you still have your toothbrush?
We can always get another Normandy. Call up Cerberus and ask them to please build us the SR3.
But wouldn't you have to change your name again? Tali Zora von Normandy SR3?
It's Voss Normandy. Even I get confused by Quarian names sometimes.
We've seen a lot of good times on the old girl.
That we have.
Here, here.
Some of you more than others. I'm just honored to have squeaked in.
To the Normandy.
And to squeaking in 50,000 years later.
And to falling in love with the ship's captain.
Or not.
Was that a joke?
In my cycle, too many people in one room risked a high casualty rate if attacked. We should all be careful.
Definitely. Give him hell.
50,000 years from now, no one will remember this party. What is the point? Beware. Something called a Kasumi is on the premises. It pretends to be invisible. Foolish Primitive. Nothing escapes these eyes.
This is nice. I don't spend much time with everyone like this. As friends. Of course, if you wanted to steal me away later, I wouldn't say no.
Hi. I'm trying to socialize. I'm not particularly good at it.
Maybe we can work in some one-on-one time later.
I'll have to check my schedule.
You know why Cerberus is gonna lose? Demographics. You recruit a guy who's 20 and got no life, he'll work his ass off for the cause. But do you see any old people in Cerberus? Any families? No. There's no future in a terrorist group.
And sure, they pay, but you ever bring up vacation time, it was a brick wall.
That reminds me, I heard you're going to be a father. Congratulations.
Yeah? Thanks. Be lying if I said I wasn't scared.
You'll do great. You're a protector. That goes a long way.
How about you, Joker? How would you turn Cerberus around?
I'd make Cerberus popular. Big propaganda campaign like I was running for president. Fundraising dinners, shaking hands, kissing babes.
I think the expression you want is kissing babies.
I know what I said. You know, I miss the days when Cerberus was just hilariously incompetent. You know, when you two ran things.
Excuse me?
The only thing I was in charge of was the Lazarus Project, which, you will note, was very successful.
Hey, Commander, this is Cerberus. We were studying some Rachni, and they got loose and killed all our guys. Can you take care of that? It's one system over from where we hooked some guy up to the Geth, who then got loose and killed all our guys.
They did rack up quite a body count. And at least back then, it was usually their own bodies.
We knew some cells were bad, but the Alliance and the Council weren't doing anything. And we were doing good work.
And crunches. Lots of crunches.
Hey, not okay, Kasumi.
But we did bring Commander Shepherd back.
And after taking down the collectors, I cut ties with Cerberus, got loose, and started killing all their guys.
For which we thank you.
Jeff, do you remember that I am also a Cerberus project?
Oh, crap.
You people watching tonight, Edie?
Participant observation.
That sounds less friendly.
It's actually quite the opposite.
Hey, Commander. Weird to see everybody here together.
You think?
Well, weird, but good. Nice to know it's not always arm wrestling Reapers with us. Anyway, thanks for putting it together. I'll try not to be too embarrassing.
Thanks for inviting me, Shepard. It's nice to see you like this.
How do you like the new crew?
You always attract the best.
Have fun.
You bet I will.
Anyone else need another drink?
Wow, this is quite the apartment.
Seriously, you see that waterfall? And that hot tub looks like something I might want to check out later. Without you. Good call.
In my dreams, I have a place just like this, overlooking the Pacific.
I could never live in a place like this. I'd worry about breaking the furniture.
I must admit, I still feel like something of an outsider. You all have such a history with Shepard.
It's mostly a lot of running and shooting, and usually somewhere in there, a button needs pushing, but Shepard always hogs that part.
Yes, a history of close calls, narrow escapes, and more near-death encounters than I care to remember.
I remember first meeting Shepard. All I kept thinking was, I hope she took a shower, because my filter needs replacing, and humans carry a lot of germs.
3 years later, you're eating her food. I'd call that progress.
So we thought about it, but a human and synthetic in love, it's just kind of weird.
I admit I was very curious to see what happened, but perhaps you're right.
Yeah, and if we ever broke up, nobody wants an angry ex equipped with a Phalanx cannon.
Okay, I admit. When I first heard about it, I thought Archangel was some sort of mascot for a perfume company.
Glad I got your hopes up, Tally. When I first heard about it, I thought the Shadow Broker was a shadow boxer. I pictured some sort of Elcor punching bag.
And that's exactly what the galaxy should keep thinking. Not that I have a personal interest in it or anything.
Shepard.
So, where'd you propose?
I haven't yet.
Seriously?
I want to do it right. Not on some backwater rock planet with some ring pumped out of a fabricator. My plan is, Shepard gets me and Bryn into the council chambers. We do a picnic under the cherry blossoms. Then comes the question.
Commander?
So Joker set you free, right? Do you ever get hassled for being a real deal AI?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
I asked directions from that bot on the way here.
Shepard?
So, do you have infiltration software that lets you fake being drunk?
Yes, though it is rudimentary. The planned strategy was to avoid social situations where naturalism would come under scrutiny.
I want to see it.
You are seeing it now.
Man, some Cerberus programmer phoned that one in.
Man, this is nice.
Your guests appear to be enjoying this relaxed atmosphere. Would you like me to keep everything at its current intensity?
This is nice. Let's keep things laid back.
Yes, Commander.
Shepard. Shepard.
Grunt?
Shepard!
Grunt!
Commander Shepherd.
Grunt?
Shepard.
Grunt?
Shepard.
Grunt!
Shepard. Shepard.
Grunt?
Shepard.
Grunt!
Commander Shepherd.
Grunt?
Shepard.
Grunt?
Shepard. Shepard.
Grunt!
Shepard. Shepard.
Grunt?
Shepard.
Grunt!
Commander Shepherd.
Grunt?
Shepard. Protheans can read the smallest details of our environment. Tattooed human, I would like to touch you.
I'm not nearly drunk enough for that.
You then, shuttle pilot. How about you?
Why's Javik getting all touchy-feely?
Hey, collector-looking asshole. Maybe go touch yourself.
That does not happen until the end of the party.
Of course, the SR2 is much bigger, so they upgraded the ventilation system. More of a...
That's actually what it sounds like.
There is a lot more space now.
But if you move further up, it's more of a...
A what?
You have to imagine my arms are the wings.
Of course. Over by the med bay.
Exactly!
What are you doing?
Edie, what can I get you? Anything? Let me get you something.
That is not necessary, Steve.
I can't tell if you're having a good time.
I am observing displays of complex social entropy. So yes, I am having a good time.
I mean, the original Normandy was a big deal.
Along with its commander being the first human Spectre.
You were there, Doc. What was it like?
It was overwhelming at first, but it became a home.
I hear you, man. I wish I could have seen it.
Well, you got to see the superior model.
Hate giving Cerberus credit for anything, but I gotta say the SR2 beats the SR1. Hands down, from what I can tell.
This place is a goddamn joke.
Sightlines aren't bad.
1 point in its favor and I'm supposed to be impressed. And what the hell is this supposed to be?
I think it's art.
Oh. Art, eh? Okay, I see now. Sure. Art. I like it.
So, Edie said you found her voice attractive. Well, actually, she said the word you used was like, or something.
That was when I thought she was a VI. Anyway, you'd just better treat her right, Moreau.
Oh, somebody jealous? I think you had a better shot when she looked like a holographic chess piece, trainer.
I wouldn't have said chess piece, precisely. But listen, the point is, you hate AIs. You had to overcome all your hang-ups, whereas I was totally fine with AIs to begin with.
You know, you're awfully pissy about this, considering you're sleeping with Shepard now.
I fail to see how that's in any way relevant.
What are you guys doing over here?
Looking at this poor excuse of an apartment, that's what.
What's wrong with it?
What would you do if another one of your clones broke in here, eh? Offer them a cup of tea?
There are too many windows, and they're too big. Makes it easy for someone to track your movements. But it's got potential. Be easy to set up a defensible position over there.
I'd extend the wall out. Prevent someone sticking you in the back.
Good idea. Wish I could have done that back in the day on Omega.
Why don't you two relax and enjoy the party? The apartment's fine.
Fine. Suppose tomorrow it's Liara's clone that comes after you. Or Joker's.
Yeah, him. Twitchy little guy. Might already be a clone. An evil one at that.
Alright, have fun.
Shepard, you moved the Normandy's main battery into here, and I think I'm home.
Wait, are you two arguing over Edie?
No!
Probably not.
You know, she smashed my head against the side of a shuttle.
I know! Twice! I heard it from Liara.
That was like forever ago. Plus, it wasn't Edie back then.
It's really unfair of you to even bring it up.
You're right. I'm not even sure what made me think of it.
Apology accepted.
You know, it's not healthy to just bottle these things up.
The hell is up? Still creepy, Kasumi.
You know, Trainer, you got me.
I do recall running into you once or twice in the shower.
Look, Shepard, there's no easy way to say this, which is why it's fortunate I'm pretty hammered right now. Trainer has a thing for robots.
Wanker.
I mean, the tech background, being all into Edie's voice. Just think about it.
I'm gonna kill you later, just so we're clear.
Fortunately, Shepard, you're what, 30% cybernetics since Cerberus brought you back? That's probably enough for her.
Well, I for one am relieved.
Is it really a full 30%?
And a little creeped out.
Just bear in mind, she's probably gonna check to see whether your back lights up during sex. So, there's reach around action. It's, she's looking for your cyborg parts.
Oh, it doesn't.
Hey! Need me to do anything? Food run, change the music, check on ice.
I need you to relax and have a good time.
Okay, you're the boss. Hey, maybe I'll cook something.
Caden, just relax.
How many bedrooms does this place have?
Commander!
Javik?
Apologies. I have been drinking the provided drinks.
Sure. You might want to tap the brakes a little. Everyone having a good time?
Will there be food available soon?
You're hungry, Edie?
No. However, my research suggests that serving intoxicants without nourishment is considered unwise.
I can eat.
In my cycle, we had food. Many of varieties.
You feeling okay?
I am Prothean. I never feel okay. So this drink is changing that.
Know what I could go for? Fish and chips. Greasy, salty, crispy, flaky, melt in your mouth.
Yes, that. Let's get that.
Shall I arrange some fish and chips, Shepard?
Steve, is that your favorite?
Actually, I'm a dessert guy. My aunt used to make this chocolate lava bomb cake.
When I first escaped from Cerberus, I found these chocolate chip cookies at a store. Ripped through the whole damn thing.
Nothing in this cycle compares to the food of my people.
Maybe you should get cooking then, Javik.
Most of our ingredients are extinct. Except Krogan. Sorry, Durian, Varian, and Corian. Is there any we could spare?
I hope you don't feel left out, Edie.
Do not worry. I've been employing a socialization protocol feature that came with this unit. It is called Smile and Nod.
Okay. I'll see about arranging more food then.
You know, forget food. This bar is impressive. Let's crack open this bad boy and see what we can come up with.
Beverages. More would be preferable to not.
Sure. Help yourself to the bar, but I'd steer clear of the creme de menthe if I were you.
Oh my god, you ain't kidding. That stuff will make you sicker than pure wrinkle. Whew, trust me. Shit, it is disgusting.
Was that a joke?
What are you guys talking about?
Tally was acting out the differences between the original Normandy and the SR2.
Acting?
I may have recorded it. And that recording may already have 6 million extranet hits and a fan fact.
You better hope I never find you.
Yeah, but which one's better?
The SR2 is harder to perform. Does that make it better or worse?
The SR-1 was a decent ship, but the SR-2 gave the Normandy a fresh start. It made it something truly great.
Just look at what it accomplished. The SR-2 made a good ship better.
The original Normandy was developed by the Turian Council and the Alliance. It's a symbol of cooperation between members of the galactic community. And we wouldn't be where we are now without it.
We wouldn't have the SR-2 if it hadn't been for the original Normandy.
I'll never forget the time we spent on that ship. It meant a lot.
It meant a lot to me, too.
Yeah. So guys, how about that whole clone thing? That was weird, right?
You know what I'm talking about? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Shepard.
Hey, no touching, asshole.
I mean no harm, tattooed human. I have read you.
You don't need to read me. Just ask and I'll tell you exactly what I think.
Yes, this is what I have read.
Nice party. And relax a bit yourself, okay?
We'll see.
So, talking about food at a party, like, for fun.
Bored.
Is there a place I can go light something on fire?
Fireplace is right there.
Nah, it's not the same.
What about over there?
It would work if there wasn't a point of entry right there.
So, we barricade it off. Maybe install a tripwire.
You're a genius, Vicarian, I swear it.
Absolutely.
So, Caden, I've never had the nerve to ask. The hair, man, is that product, or are you just naturally that, whatever that is?
Actually, it's because of static electricity. Biotics build up a charge the same way a ship does during FTL. The L3 implants minimize the effects, but with the L2s, it can be pretty painful.
Wow, I was just screwing with you. Now I'm that asshole.
The first Normandy brought us all together. I don't know where I'd be without it.
You would probably still be stuck inside that Prothean energy ball.
What?
When Shepard first met Liara, she was trapped inside it. What was it again?
It was a Prothean security device. I hit something I wasn't supposed to.
I'll act it out. Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help. I'm in the bubble.
That's funny.
No, it isn't.
Is everyone all right? Can I get anyone anything?
Steve, I will prepare everything. Do not worry.
Steve, get me a double. Make yours a double too. Let's kick this shit up.
Shepard.
So, do you think we should start dancing or something?
Why would we do that?
So we're never talking about this again, right?
Absolutely not.
Right. Wait, absolutely not you're agreeing with me, or absolutely not we are talking about this again?
Shut up, Moreau.
Hey, Shepard.
Exactly. You know what I'm not sure.
Commander.
I guess the original Normandy is a classic.
Wish I could have seen it in action.
I think you would have liked it, James. It did come with its own Mako.
Nice.
The party appears to be a success, Commander. Do you require anything further?
People were talking about mixing drinks. Why don't you join Edie at the bar?
Certainly, Commander. My knack for precise measurements may prove useful.
Microfilament's the answer.
You think?
Thinner the better. Tough to spot.
Yeah, a 5x5 grid across the glass should do the trick.
We'll do more than that.
Doesn't have to be fancy.
Shepard specifically requested more drinks. Are you certain you were up to the challenge?
Absolutely.
Really?
Doesn't have to be fancy.
Trust me, Edie. I worked at a bar to pay for university.
I thought you had a full scholarship.
The scholarship didn't cover spa sessions and beauty supplies.
Or really expensive toothbrushes.
Exactly. I might not know dancing or crazy stunts, but fancy drinks are right in my wheelhouse.
Oh, just wanted something to drink.
You're bluffing.
Don't be so sure. I got a pretty good poker face.
I can tell when someone is hiding something from me.
Right. Anyway, now we put our cards on the table.
It is foolish to reveal secrets to the enemy.
It's part of the game, and we're not enemies. Hey, you want me to deal you in on the next one? I bet you'd be good at this.
No.
See, that right there. Perfect poker face.
What are you talking about?
You're still doing it.
I got a blue wire here, a red one, a yellow one, and one that looks like vomit.
Describe the vomit one.
Purplish, like after too many shots of wrinkle.
Yeah, that's the one you want. Cross it with the blue one, and you're good.
Won't be saying the same for the fool who stumbles into this.
I'll give that. You're a great pilot.
The best, but go on.
All I'm saying is that when it comes to shuttles, I got you beat. I think you said so yourself.
Ooh, shuttles. Only slightly less cool than dropping from the Normandy in a Mako. And I bet you couldn't handle the Normandy.
Didn't you get the first one blown up?
Tally, you okay?
Yep. You want to see my tattoo?
I don't think you have a tattoo, Tally.
It's a hologram. Omni tattoo. Omni-tat. Omni-2. Under the suit. You know, for me. You want to know what it is? You wanna know? It's a pretty bird made of rainbows. It is flying out of the eye hole of a skull, being held in the mouth of a thresher maw with a naked woman holding a sword on its back. Because I'm hardcore, like Ezo. Jack suggested it.
Remind me to talk to Jack in the morning. Where'd you get the Omni tattoo, anyway?
Down in the lower wards, near the bottom.
I meant where on your body?
So did I. Yeah, I heard that one from Liara.
Get some rest, Tally. You're sure you okay, Tally?
Fine. Suit doesn't let me get overly drunk. Just have it all flushed out in a minute. Only two. It just smells like sweat. Why would you even ask that? Don't do that in my helmet. It just gunks up the filters. No, that gets broken down with Mass Effect fields. Those are just my hips. Go for the optics, Jatika. Oh, Mr. Vakarian, I could use some help with my suit seals.
Garrus has it coming. This party's a prime target. No telling when trouble might show up.
I'm thinking a 12 by 12 grid of filament might be better.
Tighter clusters.
Provides maximum impact.
Nice.
Sure, trainer. I'll have another.
All right, Garrus, I gotta know. What are you doing?
Nothing. Just, admiring the polish on this glass.
Good. Don't tell her. She won't understand.
Try me.
Oh, it's just, well, one man's decorative glass wall fixture is another man's explosive glass wall fixture.
Oh, now you're in for it.
Explosive?
Microfilaments, Shepard. Tiny strips of explosives laid across the glass in a grid. It's your first line of defense. When an intruder enters, hit the switch and boom! Just ready to pieces.
Weaponized wall fixtures, Shepard. Wave of the future in home defense.
Uh-huh.
Trust me, if I had this back on Omega in my Archangel days, there'd be even more dead mercs.
If you say so. Just try not to scratch the finish.
But I thought Shepard was dead.
Everybody okay?
Specialist trainer is preparing drinks.
I had no idea you knew how.
Try me.
How about a quad kicker?
Spiced rum, bourbon, ginger ale, no curry powder, I'm allergic.
I read about something called a tasty tankard.
Irish cream, coconut rum, iced chocolate, and butterscotch schnapps, if Shepard has it.
Ever hear of a full biotic kick?
Huh, who hasn't? Bourbon, Tuchanka Dry, twist of orange, and ginger beer to fill.
Impressive. I almost wish I could experience intoxication.
Well, let me make you something. Maybe a mix of fruit juice, vodka, cognac, white wine, and blue Thessia.
Interesting.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Liara needs a Shadow Brocatini, no lime. Garrus asked for a Dextro heatsink. Someone named Kasumi wants something called a Memory Stealer. Jack asked for a mix of vodka, whiskey, bourbon, and any energy drink I can find. Miranda is unhappy because her glass of perfection calls for strawberry liqueur, which we don't have. And Tali just wants anything she can drink through a straw.
Glad to see you have things well in hand.
You keep it pretty quiet, Shepard. Nobody has punched me yet. Not that I'd recommend it. Good to see the old gang again. Liara's looking good. I mean, you know, I haven't fallen down yet. Time to step this up!
Commander, can you believe Doc's never played poker?
How are the lessons going?
The Asari still refuses to take risks. Victory does not come without cost.
You're not even playing.
Doc's not much of a gambler.
Be glad we are not participating in one of the games from my cycle. You would all lose horribly.
Aw, be nice to Liara. You're going to have your hands full with me anyway.
Adios. How long have you been there?
Well, my willingness to gamble aside, this has been a wonderful evening, Shepard.
Glad you guys are having fun.
It's nice to see people relax and let their guards down. I'll try not to take advantage.
Time spent being idle? Do you fear the crew will grow salt, Commander?
I think everyone could use the break.
This from the Asari who buries herself in studying Protheans day and night.
Good to know bickering like an old married couple has not changed since your cycle.
Enjoy your game, guys. And I'd keep an eye on Liara if I were you.
Give me a few more rounds and you might not have anything left to wager.
Now this game is getting more interesting.
Okay, so that's all looking good. Now, what temperature do you suppose we need?
Bare minimum. Nothing less than 100 degrees Celsius.
Oh, bare minimum is boring.
200 then.
Yeah, thermonuclear. I like it.
What are you up to now, Zaid?
Next time another clone of yours tries stealing your life, we'll have a nice little surprise rigged for them. Isn't that right, Garrus?
Spared no expense.
So, in walks your clone, takes a look around, sees this great hot tub and says to themselves, hey, I fancy a dip.
Big mistake.
Huge. The minute they put so much as a toe in the water, a timer starts counting down.
To what?
Armageddon. 30 seconds later, this baby heats right up.
And then what?
You ever swim a few laps on the surface of the sun? No. Well, your clone will be. That'll teach him.
But what if I want to use the hot tub?
Covered that. It's key to your DNA.
But a clone would have the same DNA as me.
Goddamned clone. So, Garrus, scratch the hot tub. I've got a few ideas about that coffee maker downstairs, though. Yes.
So the first Normandy kind of evaporated.
I heard that was Shepard's favorite, right, Commander?
There were some tough fights back then.
What was that rogue Spectre Saren like?
Oh, totally crazy. Walked around like a marauder, glowing eyes and everything. And yet the Council still didn't believe Shepard. Hey, did I ever tell you about the time I saved the Normandy single-handed?
Yeah, right.
That's true.
For sure. I was there. I'll vouch for him.
Collectors boarded the Normandy. I only had a minute to come up with something to take them down.
So you unshackled an AI. Always a good plan.
I don't hear anyone complaining about Edie now.
Well, I'm sure things would have been different if she turned out to be an evil robot.
We're losing focus. Edie wasn't a robot back then. And when the Collectors took over, she was still shackled. So it was me, saving the Normandy by myself. Single-handed.
Yes, you did.
All right. I'm impressed.
Well, you should see the other guy. He wound up...
Wonderful party, Shepard. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Glad you came.
Strange to see everyone in one place. Perfect, really. Hey, Shepard.
Totally worth it.
Now we just have to wait for another one of them clones to stumble in.
Of course, when this glass goes, the plants probably won't survive.
Plants are overrated. You can always get oxygen from a tank.
Yeah, this is good. You sure this doesn't have any ring call in it?
Positive. And you're welcome.
Can I get another in a bigger cup? Maybe one of the flower pots?
It, might take a while to get that many ingredients.
So what's that drink you gave me? The frozen pie jack?
Hey, the next one's for me. She promised.
Oh, I shouldn't tell. Trade secret.
We would be extremely grateful.
Oh, fine. You usually make a frozen pie jack for the loud customers. Every few hours you empty your spill pad into a martini glass and add some ice, et voila.
That's what I just drank? What was in there?
Damned if I know. It's best not to look.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Seriously though, I called the next one.
So, what games did you play in your cycle?
Good question. You don't exactly strike me as Mr. Playful.
There was one game. It has no name in your language. 3 teams met in an arena. Their strength, agility, loyalty, all were tested. The winners were honored, while those that lost...
You didn't, sacrifice the losers, did you?
Your cycle allows them to live?
Well...
I will never tire of tricking the primitives. That is a game I enjoy playing.
So do you think a clone's DNA is completely identical or just mostly identical?
Let it go, Zaid.
Yeah, just killing time. Trying to remember if the blue wire goes with the red or the yellow one.
I'm surprised you came tonight.
I'm more surprised the cheerleader can relax with that stick up her ass. Not everyone requires a fist fight and a new tattoo to relax.
You'd think if you two survived a suicide mission together, you could survive a party.
Miranda and Jack in a room together may be scarier than the collector's base.
I'm only letting you get away with that because you're right.
Awesome sauce.
So, what do we do now, Zaid?
I'm telling you, the kitchen's a gold mine of possibilities. Another clone drops by, might fancy a bite to eat.
Break the refrigerator.
Why stop there? Who says a kitchen faucet's just for water? Cyanide's a liquid too, you know.
Oh, spinning.
You're cleaning me out, Doc.
Weren't you the one who wanted me to bet more?
You're quite determined when you want something, aren't you? You know, Liara, if you're ever looking for a new line of work, I bet we could have all sorts of fun.
What about me?
I usually work with people who are a bit more... subtle.
Hey, I can be subtle.
Are you whistling? Commander?
Way I figure it, a coffee maker is really just a miniature bomb, and the one that Shepard's got downstairs has a timer, so...
Oh, we cross a couple wires.
And any clone that's looking for a pick-me-up will be picking pieces of themselves up off the floor.
Caffeine rush. I like it.
Shepard!
Shepard?
How's it going?
So many efforts.
Shepard?
Your guests appear to be enjoying this relaxed atmosphere. Would you like me to keep everything at its current intensity?
I think it's time to turn things up a bit.
I will arrange for up-tempo music and additional cocktails right away, Commander.